How about that? Can you hear me? I think I need to turn this fan off. Hopefully there's not too much background noise. I've been trying to narrow down kind of where the background noise is coming from. Not entirely sure that I've got it figured out, but who knows. Let's turn down the music a little bit. Some background, and yeah, hopefully the volume is okay. Let me know if it's not. There we go. All right, we're live. So, this is our new city project. This is the city of Tolith. It's a big old city on a hill. Let's see if I can fly up high enough that people can see it. I also have my render distance turned way up, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, this is the city we're working on. It's sort of I guess you'd say Greek inspired or kind of Roman maybe. My cat's chiming in the background. She definitely loves this as well. What are you doing back there? Yeah? What a silly cat. Anyway. But, yeah. So this is what we've been working on for the past couple of... well, actually, it's been about a month now, I guess. Give or take. Something like that. And it's going really well. Really happy with how this is all coming together. It's a beautiful little city. So this right here is not technically part of Tolith proper. The actual city is going to be up here on top of the hill. But this down here is sort of a sister city. This is the city of Basilisk Landing, and it encompasses everything here, this stuff over here, and then eventually there will be some space over here that's going to have some more little buildings. So that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, the team has been hard at work. Let's see if we can explore some of this a little bit, though. Let's we drop down. Got some little docks. We might need to expand those a little bit as we go. What does the sign say? Docks, obviously. All right. That's good to know. Let's see. What else we got? I really like the this building in particular. Richard built this one, and it's got this cool... He's done this cool detail work where he puts like brick and like granite walls and stuff inside the body of this. So it kind of looks like it's sort of a, you know, maybe a plaster building where the plaster is kind of chipping off. It's kind of a neat effect. I've seen it used before, but it really works well here. Yeah, sorry, ignore the sound. I don't know if you can hear it, but ignore the sound if you can hear it, of my cat digging through her litter box in the background. She's not even using it. She's just digging. I don't know. Cats are weird. Yeah, this area is looking cool. We've got kind of a color theme. I think that's one of the things that we decided on this time, and that I think is really helping with like giving the city an identity. Is just picking out some colors that we can use that will kind of shape the way everything fits together. So we've got, you know, the official buildings, the fancy buildings, have this kind of dark blue roofs made out of wool and lapis and concrete. I think these are mostly wool right now. There's a little bit of lapis in there. And then we've got a lot of white buildings, obviously, with the white cliffs and everything. You know, the people are going to build their houses out of local materials, I would think. And then we also have kind of terracotta granite roofs for like sort of the, I don't know, less fancy buildings, I guess, if that makes sense. But I think it all comes together to create like just a really nice feeling. Everything is very kind of squished together. These, you know, a lot of these little alleyways and stuff are really tight. You can see there's a lot of care that's been taken to make everything sort of, I don't know, feel lived in, I guess is the best way of putting it. But yeah, I haven't actually explored very much of this town. I've been a little bit busy the past month or two. So I do apologize for my absence. But yeah, just it's interesting. Look at these. These are lightning rods that have been debug sticked because Richard found out that you can debug stick lightning rods to be this color. So if you can see, it's just a lightning rod. If we place it, we can decide whether it's powered, and when it's powered, they turn white. That's just a neat thing. Something, I don't know. I've never seen anyone do that before. So that's kind of fun. Lots of exotic plants too. I love these little kind of, I don't know, I guess they're kind of like alleyway gardens maybe. But just with the moss and some of the nether plants and stuff, just it gives it a very tropical vibe, which is great because this is indeed sort of a tropical city. Something a little bit different than what we've done before, you know. But I feel like we're doing a pretty good job, at least I think so. Let's see, we've got like a little auction house, maybe not an auction house, but it does the job. Got little auctioneer platforms. People can sit in the stands and see what's for sale. Kind of a marketplace sort of thing. Let's see, what else do we got? Lots of beautiful floor patterns. This is something that I've been trying to push for, particularly here. Is not that I want all the cities to be like this, but I think one of the big identity points for Tolith is kind of a dichotomy between like very basic roads that are just, you know, cobbled stone or granite or brick or whatever, and then these really intricate patterns. This one's not super, you know, crazy or anything, but it's kind of fun. And you can see we've got patterns that repeat all over the place. And we'll see as we go that there's some. In fact, I can show you one right now. We've got these little plazas that we've built, that people have been building really cool designs. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? And it's kind of fun because I think that a lot of them have been built by just different people. And so as we go, we're going to get a lot of different styles and a lot of different designs for those little circular plazas. And I feel like it's going to be like, oh God, you know how some people have like, they collect, I don't know if this is still a thing, but I know that I used to know people who collected like commemorative plates, like ceramic plates. And there were some that had like pictures of like, oh, I don't know, like the Queen of England and the former monarchs. And there were some that had Star Wars characters and Simpsons characters, stuff like that. And I kind of feel like these little plazas are going to end up being sort of like this project's commemorative plates, because they're going to be kind of dotted all over the city, and each one's a little bit unique and a little bit different and a little bit fun. I think that's going to be kind of a fun experience, but lots of color. This is interesting. I haven't actually looked at some of these little shrines. This is this path right here that kind of winds and switchbacks back and forth up here to the main city. We've called this the Serpent's Path, just because it looks kind of like a snake. That name also kind of inspired the whole name of the town, Basilisk Landing. Kind of felt like a place, you know, have some sort of legend about a stone serpent. You know, that seems kind of fitting. There is an old temple where they used to worship maybe a basilisk, or maybe just some creature that was pretending to be a basilisk. But down here they've got like a little cave, kind of spooky, and yeah, I don't know. There's something going on with this and the whole basilisk thing. Let's see, what else have we got? I am kind of curious to check out some of these little shrines. I haven't seen these. Is this a shop? Oh, it's the Cheese Cave. That's amazing. This has definitely got to be a Bart build, because Bart is the most cheese-loving person on this server, I think. She thinks cheese is great. And it's weird, because I don't think that she thought cheese was great before she joined this group. I think it's just kind of become an element of her identity. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. Is that moldy cheese? That is awful. I hate that so much. I'm not a big fan of blue cheese. Like, if you like blue cheese, that's totally cool. You do you, but it's moldy cheese. I'm not going to eat it. Let's see. We got, like, a bookstore and, like, a little to-go bakery. That's kind of cute. I like that. Little sandwiches and stuff. Little newsstand with some books and things. This is a cute little outdoor restaurant. That's fun. What is this? This might just be someone's house. Is that a painting? I've never seen that one before. Huh. I wonder if that's one of the developer paintings or whatever. Some more housing. Eventually, I think all these will get filled in. But for right now, it's just sort of staging. Just sort of setting up houses where people can potentially live. Look, I can crawl through this guy's window. But yeah, it's so cute. I love... Look how tight this little alleyway is. Just a couple blocks wide. And it really gives that kind of closed-in, claustrophobic sort of feeling to it that you get in, you know, the really big cities. I don't know how huge Tolith is in general, but it's probably good size. There's a T-Forge. Nice. The Cliffside T-Forge. Interesting. T-Forges are something that we've been... It's kind of been incorporated into the lore of the setting. That certain places will brew tea in big cast iron cauldrons. And they'll flavor the tea, not necessarily with plants and things, but with rocks, minerals. So T-Forged tea often has kind of an earthy taste to it. And yeah, I think it's just like a fun little piece of lore that is kind of infiltrated. I think there are T-Forges everywhere in pretty much all cities at this point. It's just been a heavily adopted idea. Yeah. Up here we have aqueducts, so these don't have any water in them currently, but eventually the idea is that water gets pulled up through this water tower. This is a water tower. And inside here is hollow, and there's going to be a gigantic screw pump, so like a big helical... I don't know, it's a screw. I don't think there's a better way of describing that. That's going to pull water up from... I'm going to build some caves down here. We're down... Let's see, what high are we at? We're at 50. So this is down below sea level. Sea level is somewhere around here. And it pulls water, fresh water up from the aquifer, and then distributes it as it climbs up. These are going to be windows, so they'll be closed off. But yeah, it comes out these little slots into the aqueducts, where it then gets transported all over the city, so everyone can have fresh water. And then this, of course, has its own little fountains. You can see there's an opening in there. This fills with water. People come with buckets or whatever, pots, and they get their water. We'll have to decorate these a little bit. I worked on this one a little bit to kind of smooth the shape. And I'm really happy with how this came out, but this was a lot of work. So I'm hoping that I don't have to do this much work with all of them, but the answer is probably yes, I do. So, but yeah, water tower, kind of a fun shape. It's got kind of a, I was talking with Bart, she described it as Corinthian, like a gigantic Corinthian column, which I like. Hey, it's the cheesemonger herself. What's up? Howdy. I was just admiring your beautiful little houses down there, and talking about your help that you gave me with this the tower. But yeah, originally this was like pretty boring. Like these little support things were really just kind of, I don't know, they weren't that interesting. But Bart had the idea to kind of curl them around and have them be sort of like the classic Greek acanthus leaves and stuff that you see on, or maybe it's Roman, I don't know, that appear in all the art. And I think that the effect is really good. I love the way this thing looks from the distance. It's got a very unique profile to it, that's for sure. Up here we have a little restaurant or something. I'm not entirely sure what, but there's the arrows are still up here. That's funny. But yeah, we got a water elevator that goes up and down from the ground, and yeah, maybe just a high-end restaurant, maybe akin to like the restaurant that's up at the top of the Space Needle. I don't know if any of you have ever been to Seattle. There's a big building called the Space Needle, shaped sort of like a spaceship, and at the top there is I believe a rotating restaurant. I believe it rotates. Not 100% sure about that. It's been many years since I've been to the Space Needle, but I do remember the restaurant rotating. But yeah, kind of like that. Except this one doesn't rotate, because you can't make things rotate in Minecraft. So this is surprisingly not a castle. This is actually a temple. This is the Temple of Time. And this is, yeah, the main god that kind of... The patron god of this city is Vrauheim, who's the god of time. Yeah, Richard has been working on this. There's some really interesting like little stuff that he's done. Like, look at this pattern. You've got a vaguely hourglass shape down here, and I have no doubt in my mind that that was entirely intentional. When we go inside, we've got kind of this interesting 8-pointed star, and then back here, look at this. It's another hourglass. I really like the blue and the gold. This is a really neat color scheme, and like the shading done in this pixel art is just, it's mind-blowing. Richard, if you are watching this, or if you watch it in the future, I'm very impressed. This is very cool. It's also got this nice little tower. The thing I like most about this is how it's kind of built into the cliff, and then there's this interesting shading that Richard's done, kind of where the building meets the cliff, and it does a really good job of like making it feel kind of old. Like there's been a buildup of just kind of gunk and grime over the years, but it also helps separate the silhouette of the tower from the cliff itself. And I think that's, yeah, it's interesting. It's a technique we'll have to use more moving forward, I think, because I really like the way it looks. But yeah, not entirely sure what the rest of the plans are. Some crazy staircases and things happening over here. But yeah, it'll be exciting. I'm happy to see where it goes. Over here, this is where the actual palace is going to be. Somewhere on these little I don't know, terraces, I guess. This little green area is going to be sort of the promenade. We're thinking, kind of a straight shot walkway lined on either side with, cypress trees or something. And then a big gate, big wall, castle buildings down here, personal castle water tower right here. This will be a little military complex, because Tolith does have a large standing navy. Yeah, kind of cool stuff. This layout stuff is really interesting too. So the red dotted lines are going to be roads. The light blue wool is like major roads. The black is sewer systems, which I believe Bart has actually been digging out. Richard and Bart. I think Richard started and Bart's kind of finished it up. But digging out a lot of the sewer that kind of travels underneath the city and then outputs over here where they use it for the fields to fertilize crops and whatnot. The gold lines are the aqueducts. So I still have to finish building all those. You can see I've started over here. That was a lot of work. You wouldn't think so looking at it because it looks like a lot of copy and paste, but it is surprisingly complicated. But yeah, Bart says, let's check out the sewers. I like it. See if we can go up here. I don't know if there's sewer access yet, but there should be somewhere around here. I might have to spectator mode our way down. Oh, there is sewer access. There's like a little hole in the ground right here. Here it is. Here's the sewers. Oh, this is nice. I like the texture in the walls is pretty intense. Very dark, kind of spooky. I do think we'll want to like arch the ceiling in here because right now it's very square. You know, like they do in mines with the supports every now and then. Oh, there's another hole in the ground. Where's this? Oh, okay. I wonder if that's like a sewer access or what. This looks like a hole as well. Oh, I see. Okay. Just popping up above ground to see where you are. Oh, this is actually pretty good sized. Are these going to be access ports, I guess you could call them? Interesting. But this sewer system is pretty vast. I was looking at this the other day. More access. Oh, there's a branch. I think if we spectate it, we can kind of see the structure of it more. Oh my goodness, this is extensive. Wow. It's really useful though that you've connected it all to the surface. We'll have to put in some sewer grates and start working on the roads. Is kind of, I think, the next step. Also, that you've done a great job of having everything flow downwards, because that was one of the things I was a little concerned about, was that whoever worked on the sewers would forget that it could really only flow one direction. So this goes all the way down here. Go ahead, walk around in the sewers a little bit more. Yeah, these are great. I think we probably just want to mark these. Maybe with light blocks or something, just so that we can easily find them if we need to. Let's see. It's very interesting. Is this the natural terrain underground, I wonder? Or is this... Are parts of this painted? I'm not sure. Looks like this just might be the material that's underground. But it pops out down here. This is sort of right around here. Where the idea is we're going to build settling ponds. So basically just little pools of sewage where the heavy stuff sinks to the bottom and the clean-ish water rises to the top. And they can skim it off, treat it more, and reuse it, I guess is the idea. This is something that really happens in real life, so that's fun. But, yeah, you know, it's a little bit silly, a little bit gross, but it's I think it really makes this place feel kind of, I don't know, a little bit more real. It has a completely reasonable sewer system designed into it, you know? It's kind of fun. But yeah, we can follow this aqueduct. You can see it drops down. It's got these little support pillars. You can see there are several places where you've got these, I'm calling them water silos, because I think that's kind of what they are. They're like little, obviously there's a little fountains where you can come, again, you bring your little ceramic pot, you fill it up with water, you go back to your house, and then you have water, right? But I think that these probably are like full of water, like little water towers. That way there's, like a constant supply. They get refreshed from the aqueducts, but that way if the aqueduct doesn't pull up enough water on a particular day, there's still enough water for people to survive and stuff, I guess. I don't know. We did think a little bit about like magical desal kind of situation where they take seawater and just take the salt out of it. But it was kind of determined that was not economically particularly feasible. Hey, how's it going? Is it glorified? Oh, glorified-y. Or glorified-y? Glorified-y? I don't know. But welcome. We do have to love aqueducts. Aqueducts are the best. The greatest. Also, Bart, if you're still here in the chat, I'm guessing that this was you, this little section of wall, because this strikes me as a very Bart shaped tower. But if it was, I really like the wall design, and I think that we can kind of implement this all the way around the city. But if it was not you, then I have to figure out who it was so I can talk to them about it. But yeah, great design, looking good. Let's see. So this is sort of the poorer part of Basilisk Landing, or at least the less commercial. You know, this is more commercial docks, auction houses, bazaar, marketplaces, stuff like that, storage warehouses. This is a little bit more residential, I guess. A little bit more loose, a little bit laid back. Tolith in general is a very strict, structured, rule-following city. There are lots of laws, and they are strictly enforced. Out here, outside the city, things are a little bit looser. People are a little bit more casual and calm. So we end up with, some more, I don't know what the word is, less structured buildings, maybe. Hey, how's it going, Dante Nathaniel? Been a while. Well, actually, it's probably more just that I haven't streamed in a while. That's realistically the answer. But yeah, the sewers are looking good, huh? And it's funny because, like, yeah, I mean, so here's the deal. The only reason I know that there are sewers is, number one, because I know that we talked about planning them, and also I was spying on Bart the other day, and I realized that she was underground, and the only thing I could think of that she would be doing underground would be building sewers. And so then I checked, and I was like, oh, wow, there's an entire sewer system under here I didn't know about. That's kind of fun. Look at this. I love this big barrel. We've got this building. Richard's very proud of this, and I think he did an excellent job. The roof on this is the goofiest looking roof I've ever seen on a building in Minecraft, ever. Like, look at this thing. Like, it looks really normal from this side. Well, I mean, maybe not even normal at that point. I mean, even from this side, it's a little strange shaped. But it looks, like fantasy medieval. The same stuff that everyone does. And then you come on this side, and there's, like, this big flat platform. And this side of the roof is actually concave somehow. Which I don't even understand how, but it is. But yeah, this is an Aarakocra bar, so a bird person bar. And so this is where you fly in. You fly in and then you land on the big bird nest shaped thing, and then you can head down into the tavern proper. I love this place. That is such a cool thing. I don't know where he gets these ideas, but Richard he's a mad lad, that's for sure. Yeah, the roofing with the all the granite and stuff against the white. That's kind of what we were going for, is like the classic Mediterranean seaside town, or at least the American tourist version of that, because I don't actually live in Europe, and I've never actually been to any of those beautiful seaside Mediterranean towns. But this is what, in my American opinion, this is what I imagine them looking like. Or how they're portrayed in movies. It's also kind of Santorini, that sort of vibe with the blue roofs and everything. I imagine we'll see a lot more blue roofs once we get into Tolith proper, building that and everything. Out here, I think housing is a little simpler. So we've got like the kind of more basic roofs. We've got an apple orchard that Bart built, attached to the crazy tavern. Isn't this it's such a nice feeling. I can't explain it, but I don't know. It feels like everything was kind of placed here with care. I love the little, barrel of apples and the sort of slightly rotting apples laying on the ground. Like, there's such nice little detail points that I don't know, most people don't think about. Bart has a great eye for that sort of thing. Also, she is slowly amassing all the player heads. I love that. This blue building is really interesting too. I'll be honest, I would not have guessed that you could build a building out of cyan concrete powder, prismarine, warped wood, and it would not look like garbage, It's a bold palette, we'll put it that way. But it really works. Like, I don't know. That's just great, isn't it? It screams tropical tiki bar. At least it does to me. Maybe it's the plants too. The torch flowers and the palm trees really add a lot, I feel like. Yeah, got a little water temple down here. It's very cute. What else? These are new. These are very cute. I'm gonna go ahead and assume Richard buildings, because they look a little bit too big to be Bart buildings. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else that we haven't looked at. Puffer's got some really interesting buildings over here too. He's been building all these over here. I love the copious use of the pots, and this little doorway is adorable. This little stoop. That is really cute. Just with this little corner window here of this other building. Got the newspaper all stacked up. I love it. These buildings are so nice. This is Lionel's overnight stay hotel. That's very sketchy. I love it. This is Lionel's little chair. Here's a little storeroom. Oh, Lionel. Oh yeah, this place feels a little skeevy. In a good way, in the best possible way. Oh man. Anyway, I figure we should probably stop just staring at the beautiful buildings that other people have built. Maybe we do a little bit of building of our own, huh? Yeah, I would very much love to spend 3 hours just wandering around, looking at stuff and talking, but, sometimes helps to actually accomplish things, because otherwise I feel like I've kind of wasted my time. But I think today we're going to work on the aqueducts and this big water tower, because it needs some help. It's nice. I like the general profile and everything, and I also like the fact that if you squint, it kind of looks like a creeper, because it's got kind of it's got the multi-leg thing going on at the bottom. But it is a long way from complete, and I would like to start working on that. Also expanding the aqueducts. I don't know if we're going to get to that part. I don't know exactly what we're going to do today, but we're going to do something. So, first things first, we need to get rid of these emerald blocks, change them to something else. And I'm wondering what that something else should be. I could make it like gold. It could have like because it's kind of a roof trim down there. So it could be like a gold roof trim. I could also do white, but I feel like this thing is already so white that adding more is really just not gonna... It's not useful, it's just... It's not a helpful addition, I don't think. There's also blue. We could use like lapis. which could be kind of interesting. For the most part, I've been using lapis kind of as an accent color. But I suppose we could, we could use it on the edging. I think gold is a good place to start, though. I think gold with kind of blue in the middle. So let's grab some tools. Doesn't really matter which ones. Want to get some different colors so that I can tell them apart. Okay. So let's start by switching the emerald. So we'll use a sphere brush. We're going to use, I think just gold blocks, right? For now, at least. We can kind of mix it up as we go. We'll mask emerald blocks so that we don't mess up any of our other nice buildings. Go around and paint this. The gold might be a little bit strong. I don't know. How are we feeling about that, huh? I actually don't hate it. It's strong, but like not in a bad way. I think it helps kind of anchor this thing to the ground. Makes it feel heavy on the bottom because it does feel a little bit top heavy just in general. This thing is very, it's physically much larger on the top than it is on the bottom, except for like the little legs. So I think having something heavier, metallic looking, kind of adds a little bit. We might be able to mix that in with like some raw gold and stuff too, kind of break up the same. Okay, let's also do the interior. I think this is going to be blue concrete, lapis, and blue wool. We're going to mask. Right now there's honeycomb. And I believe redstone blocks. Ooh, we don't want to mess that up though. Okay. Maybe we'll just do this part by hand. Or we'll just use a different size brush, I guess. There we go. Kind of paint this as we go around. Okay, the blue really helps. That definitely helps. And I think we do the same thing that we've been doing and just put some in rods inside that gap. Oop. Oh my god. Can't place blocks. Yeah. I think that's at least a good way to start. Let's go around and place those. Grab our in rods. We're going to need to fix this too, because that's not a great situation. Alright. This side is interesting too because it's got a different... this is the entrance to the restaurant. So this has a little bit of a different... I don't think I'll put the in rods inside here, I think. That's going to be something else. I don't know exactly what, but something. Alright. In rods in. I think this is the last little section. Okay. Yeah, I think we just need to find a way to sort of visually separate everything from here downwards from the stuff on top. This needs to feel more strong, more bulky somehow. And I think I think we need pillars, like actual quartz pillar blocks, instead of pillars of quartz colored blocks. Yeah, that definitely helps a little bit. Have them go all the way down. Okay, yeah, that's helping. Let's see, we can put some stairs maybe underneath. That kind of helps a little bit. Something. I don't know what. Maybe the back blocks, the blocks behind on this need to be a color instead of white. Maybe that's what I'm seeing. But like this whole area needs to be, I don't know, it's got to be something though. It can't be white. Let's think about it. I mean, my natural inclination is to do blue. Let's go ahead and see if we can. I'm going to fill this in with diamonds just so that we can just fill this in with commands. I don't have to fill it individually, block by block. So, one last little block down here. There we go. And then we're going to say, I'm just going to do blue wool and concrete for right now. How do we feel about that? I kind of like it. That definitely adds some of the depth that I've been looking for. Yeah. Almost feels like a curtain or something. I think if we also fix these, because these are not going to be oak, these are going to be granite or something. So we do like brick, slab, granite, slabs. I think we can do like this. This will match the orientation of the existing slabs. Pretty sure. Oak slab. Oh, because those are oak blocks, I see. Okay. Alright, and then we do bricks, granite, mask oak planks. Nice. Okay. What do we think of it now? Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I definitely... Now I'm wondering if that gold ring needs to be white again. So now that we have that blue, it's such a strong color. I think it's okay, though. I also just noticed that this is not great. Not entirely sure. Can I fix this? Ah, it's visible. That's why. Well, we could cover it up with trapdoors. Is that a good solution? I don't know. Maybe. Let's give it a shot. There we go. Oh, missed one. I guess that works. Yeah, you can't really tell that the block behind it is blue. Does it break through here? No, it only breaks through in the diagonal, so that's also good. Looks okay from the ground too. I think we need light down here at the bottom, at the base area. Because I like the idea of there being light the bottom that kind of shines upwards. So like some blocks here that you won't be able to see from the ground. Maybe like that. Yeah, and you get that glow upwards. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like that. I don't think we need 5 lanterns. That seems a little overkill though. Maybe just 4 like that. Maybe we even do like 4 and then like, I don't know, maybe like maybe we put like a statue in there, huh? I can come back and do a more fancy armor stand, but maybe we do like something like this, and then I would assume gold armor, right? And we can pose him and give him like items in his hands and stuff later. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. It gives some visual interest to that area. I think maybe we can put like some little stars kind of behind him. I think that might be kind of fun. We want sunflowers, I think. Or nether stars. Maybe a combination. Nether stars are in here. No, here. So maybe we put a few. Yeah. That's kind of cool. Like a night sky, sort of. I don't know. Maybe it's a little cartoony. Kind of looks like someone stuck some of those glow-in-the-dark stars on the wall. Okay, maybe we won't do that. Or maybe we will. I don't know. Hard to say. But I think this much at least is good. Okay. Let's go back to being daytime. Let's see. Let's grab some more trapdoors. We can work on shaping this a little bit. Like that. We get a more rounded arch shape. And I think that's kind of a fun thing. Let's see. I feel like this is kind of boring the way it is. Needs something. First of all, I think the inside of this needs to be arched, maybe. I think this tunnel is a little bit too square. Ah, yeah, that's much better. Then we put these to kind of smooth the curve out. I wish we had actual white trapdoors. Like, I know that iron is like a very light gray and it works, but man, having like actual like quartz trapdoors or something would be so cool. I think we make the back wall this out of lapis as well. Seems like the thing to do. Actually, I don't think we'll use lapis. Just because lapis has a very slight green color to it that I'm not a huge fan of. I don't know. Okay. So that looks good. And then I feel like we need some decorative things here. How can we do this decorative? And we could do armor stands. Maybe this whole thing is just covered in armor stands. I feel like we've already done armor stands, though. Maybe something different. Maybe like some little, kind of like campfires on a stick kind of deal. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's different. I'll work with it. That's good for now. Let's see. That already looks a lot better, though. Okay, so let's see if we can copy this pattern around. So, what I'll probably do is I'll build a quarter of this, and then just copy paste it around, because this thing is relatively circular, I think. That's probably more work than it's worth. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I could just build it by hand faster, so maybe we'll do that. Other thing to think about is this stuff. So like these are diagonal, but I think I can change these like this. And then we put the anvil and stuff on top. Yeah, that still looks good. It is weird whenever you have to build something where there's like part of it's on an angle and part of it's not on an angle. Because you kind of have to build it twice. You have to build it once on the flat, and then build it a second time at an angle and make sure that the two look reasonably close to each other. There we go. Just like that. The other question is, how do I make this an arch? I think that works. I think we can just do kind of like this. Yeah, that feels vaguely arch-like. And this one will also be covered in trapdoors, because this is also going to bleed through. Okay, that works. We'll do... This is why I have so many tools in my inventory, because I know that inevitably this is going to happen. Okay, perfect. No, that'll be... Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, what else do we do? We made it round. You know what, actually I'm gonna change these, I think, to be also... just to match. Wool. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. It's got a good shape to it. These pillars down here also need to be pillars as opposed to just blocks. That's very helpful. And then these will need to have some sort of interior stuff. I think. Yeah, just like that. Then we put something at the center maybe light blocks of some sort. Use ochre frog lights. And then stained glass. We could do kind of alternate between blue and cyan. That's what I did farther up, and it looks pretty cool. Up here, there's some blue and cyan, and then on the flat faces, you can see it's kind of a checkerboard pattern. It's less visible here because there's light blocks, but it's kind of fun. I like the light gets the color of the light changes too. I didn't realize that would be the case. Alright. Well, we should finish up with this layer before we move down to this layer, because otherwise I'm going to get all mixed up. Let's see if we can do this. Just like this. Alright, and then we need stairs. Like this. And trapdoors. There we go. And then we already did the roof part. We just need to put the little lanterns. And then the armor stand I think we'll deal with later. Because I have a more specific idea for the armor stand. Don't need this block, I don't think. Yeah. Kind of wonder if the block underneath the armor stand should be something else, but I think this is fine for now. Okay, so we do that. Armor stand goes in the middle, bloop. That is done. Let's work on this. This one, this is all going to be... we'll say not air, diamonds. Just like that. And then we can round it out. Man, I wonder how much this, like a city like this would, like I wonder how many resources it would take if you were building this in survival. I mean, obviously the answer is a lot, but, like, how much a lot, you know? Is this, like, you know, like, a double chest of shulker boxes worth of, like, quartz and stuff? Or is this, like, a shulker, you know, like a room full of double chests of shulker boxes? I don't know. Hard to say. Let's see. That looks pretty cool. The blue is a nice touch. I think I might try and add some blue up here somewhere too. We get a little bit of it on the flat sides in between here. But it does feel like there could be more. Although when there's water in this thing, I think that'll actually provide some more blue. So maybe we don't need more blue. Let's do this. And then this guy is gonna get changed into diamonds. As well as this guy and this guy. Stair, stair, trapdoor, trapdoor, trapdoor. Nice. Okay, we'll do this one. So this is another one of those weird things where kind of gotta... Oh man, these the diagonal arches are so... They hurt my brain so much to try and think about how they work. There we go. And then we put a few more trapdoors on this. There is going to be a little bit of blue showing right here, but it's not visible from the outside, so I think that's okay. Let's see. That's diamonds. This is diamonds. There we go. I wonder if these need light sources inside them. Maybe we hang like some lanterns. Maybe like that. Oop. Here and here. I mean, realistically, no one's ever going to be up that high. But I feel like it's probably a good thing. I think lighting is something important that doesn't really get talked about enough. Like having good quality lighting on maps is like it's game changing. Makes a big difference in my personal opinion. Do like this. Okay, and then we can do shape. There we go. And then we grab anvils and campfires. Nice. Okay, next wall. Like this. Set these as diamonds. Kind of do the roofing. It's another thing that's kind of, I don't know if it's frustrating, but it's just kind of like, it's a silly thing to me. Also, what is going on here? Yeah, there should be. Don't know why there aren't end rods here. There we go. But yeah, like, I don't know. I have a lot of fun with these builds when I find ways to like optimize the way that I build them. So like getting into a rhythm of like, okay, first I do this and then I do this and then I do this. But by the time I get it down, by the time I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I've got this pattern down, like I can do it in my sleep, I'm done. That's it. There's no more to do. So I don't know. It's funny that way. Yes. Also yes. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I think we need, this needs to go like this. Yeah, that feels better. Maybe some pieces like this as well. And then something with end rods. I think maybe we do like this. No, those connect. I don't want them to connect. I could debug stick them to not connect, but... what goes in the middle? Be cool to put it in crystal, but I do not trust myself to not blow up this whole build, so we will not be putting an in crystal there. I don't know. I mean, I guess we could just put like a... maybe with a trapdoor on it. Like a bamboo one. What do we think of that? That's pretty cool. I like that. And it's fun because you'll actually be able to see people like whiz up through there. If you lived in this city anyway, you would be able to. This, right? Yeah. And then we can put the whole anvil thing on top of here. Okay, yeah, that works. Feels like there should be something up here, but I don't know what. What if we did like that? That looks kind of cool. I like that. This one goes here. We make these diamonds. There we go. It kind of looks like a face, huh? Those look like eye sockets. Oh no. Not intentional. But he's happy to see you. wait, I can give him little teethers. Oh my goodness. Do you guys see the face? He looks kind of like a duck. It's the duck building. Oh no, once I put statues in there, it's gonna look even more like a face. It's not good. Okay, let's get rid of these. That's better. I don't know how I feel about the roof and the gold. I'm not sure. But hey, how's it going? Welcome, Estonian Maps. How are you doing? I think this right here in the middle would be a good place for also like a little statue. Kind of flank it on your side with the little lanterns. Yeah, that could be nice. Okay, let's continue around. This guy. Man, that gets me every time. Okay, he's going here. Yeah, no, that makes sense. And then, oops. Glad to hear you're doing good. Let's put these on here to cover this up. We'll need to do the same over here because this is going to bleed through. Not sure if we've done that on all sides. We can check afterwards. This back here is going to be diamonds. Painted blue. Put our 2 lanterns just like that. Yes, that is, I believe, pretty much what I did on this side. Oh, I'm missing my little. Oh, I didn't feel on this side either. How embarrassing. There we go. We need the little lantern things that I forgot about those. Yeah, there we go. And then we put on top of those, we put the anvils, and then the campfires, just like that. Nice, nice. I wonder if this this part of the aqueduct should be a different color, if white is okay. I don't know. I don't know if you'll ever see it, because from the ground you obviously can't see into these. So from the ground you don't even know they're full of water, but that's a different problem. Okay. Set these. Okay. Stair. Oop. Go. Stair, stair, trapdoor, trapdoor. Trapdoor, trapdoor. Lantern, lantern, lantern. That's where the statue goes. Do this. More trapdoors. Yeah, this would be a really expensive survival project. Mostly just because of all the quartz. I suppose you'd need a pretty hefty, like, trading setup. Or just spend a whole lot of time in the nether mining quartz. Place not air. And then anvil, campfire, oops, nice, okay. Turns out that a lot of building is just sort of doing the same stuff over and over again. It's kind of relaxing though. I like it. It feels very mindless. It feels like something that I can do without paying a great deal of attention to what I'm doing. Or at least once I have an idea, I guess. Before I have an idea, it's less easy because I actually have to think about it. But at some point you come to like some realizations, like I know that for these little ones that I have to debug stick, that this right one takes 4 clicks and this left one takes 3 clicks to get it from the default orientation to the orientation that I'm looking for. Just weird information that no one needs to know, but I know it because I'm special. This goes like here. And here. And then this thing. Oh, hold up. I've done these wrong. I thought that seemed a little funny. Okay, much better. And I actually want to... There we go. Put our lanterns in there, and I forgot to put the lanterns in here. Did I forget them over here? Nope, got them there. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Mills? It's been a hot minute. You're one of the OG followers. Way back. I think that's done. I don't know. If it's not done, I can fix it later. Fill this in just like that. Okay. I think this might be the last one now. We're almost done with this small section of this one build in this one city. But progress is progress. We'll take it. Nice. Okay, I think that layer is all kind of done. It's kind of like a layer cake. Kind of feels like a wedding cake. That's kind of what it feels like. Because I've been working on it in layers, so I started with the roof, and then I decorated this part, and then I decorated this part, and I've just kind of been working my way down the building. I like this though. This is cool. Yeah, maybe we put like statues that are doing poses that are significant somehow, like, I don't know, warriors of legend or something cool like that, huh? Okay. Let's move on to decorating this bottom layer. So first things first, that is gotta be fixed, because it's just weird how it connects like that. I think we fill that in, and then this kind of feels like it should be part of the... Yeah, and I think this part can be gold. That's fine. But that all under there, that all needs to be quartz. Yeah. I wonder if we should fill in this right here. I don't like that as much. I can't really figure out exactly what what I don't like about it, but I don't like it. It's nice to watch your streams to get inspiration for a current project you and your buddies are working on. A PvP multi-game map. Wow. That sounds like a lot of work. But I wish you the best of luck. Map making is fun, you know? It's I don't know. It's calming. And it's nice because I feel like maps especially are something that's really easy to share with the community, with people, you know? It's just not a lot of, like, it's easy to get your, to get your work out there and for people to interact with it, I guess, which is fun. But yeah, that's awesome. Maybe releasing it to the public at some point is a long way to go with development. I feel that. Yeah. I mean, what was it? I was talking with someone today. They were asking me, like, how long I think it's going to be until we're done with, like, the section of map that we've been working on since 2020. This whole map, for people who aren't aware, is about 50,000 blocks by 50,000 blocks. This is a very small section of a much larger map. And yeah, they were asking me, you know, oh, do you think it'll be finished like a couple months or, you know, maybe a year or something? And I straight up told them my estimate roughly is somewhere between 5 and 10 years is when we're going to be done with this. It is not a small undertaking, unfortunately. It's a lot of work. But you know, we're artists, right? We do what we do because we love doing it. We do it for the passion. At least that's why I do it anyway. And I think that comes through, hopefully. You know, that I hope that people can see that and, you know, and feel inspired, feel like, you know, if they can spend that much time doing all this, you know, then anyone can, and I can do it too. Because I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people who don't start passion projects like this because there's this weird stigma in modern culture that, like, everything you do has to be instantly productive. Like, things have to happen, you know, quickly. You have to pump out content, you know, like you have to post a video every week, you know, and you have to get, you know, if you're not getting this many subscribers per week, then you're not doing it right, that sort of stuff. But I think that, you know, that as long as you're doing what you're doing for the right reasons, the rest of that doesn't matter as much, you know. It doesn't matter if you get 8 billion followers a week, you know, or whatever, if you're enjoying what you're doing and what you're doing is bringing you happiness, you know. I don't know. Just feels like something that seems to be lost, you know. Everyone's caught up in hustle culture, feeling like, you know, like, I don't know. Well, like, I used to feel like, maybe not a failure, but I used to feel like I wasn't, like I was doing something wrong. Anytime that, you know, that things didn't happen really quickly, you know, that anytime that things, you know, that someone else did something and it was something that I felt like, you know, the society expected me to be doing. And, you know, I felt like I wasn't worthwhile because I wasn't doing, you know, I wasn't accomplishing tasks at the rate that other people were. But ultimately, you know, what I've realized over the years is just, it's more important to go at your own pace and to not pay attention to, you know, to what people think should be happening, and to focus on what is happening and to enjoy the moment, you know. Something like that. I don't know. We're getting into the weird philosophy portion of the stream. I apologize. Usually happens about an hour and a half in. Ours is nowhere near this extent of size, but it's not going to take that long. 1,000? That's still a pretty good sized map to build, though. I mean, like, this city is not even 1,000 by 1,000. So it's a lot. I applaud you. You know, I mean, taking on big projects like that is scary, but the results can be really cool. And I'm very excited to see what you end up doing. I don't know how you would do this, but if you are not already part of the Discord and you would like to become part of the Discord, we do have a little community Discord server, and then you could post pictures of your project if you'd like, because I'd love to see what you've been working on. It seems kind of cool, but no pressure. Obviously, not everyone is comfortable with that stuff. I get it. Don't want anyone to feel like, you know, like I'm trying to talk them into doing something that they're not comfortable with. Oh, that's cool. I like that. A bunch of potential playtesters are in the main group. See, that's cool. Yeah. At some point, I'd like to do stuff like that with this project. You know, if we get to a point where things are closer to finished, I'd like to add some like game elements to it. You know, like I don't know, just fun stuff for people to enjoy. But it's gonna be a while before we get close enough for that, I think. Yeah, definitely. We'd love to see you over there. It's a pretty quiet little community, not a whole lot. You know, it's definitely not the fanciest, but it's ours, and there's some really high quality people, some really nice people in there. And that's, you know, I mean, that's kind of a lot of why I started this channel and everything, and why I do all this is just, I don't know, I was looking for a place to meet other like-minded people, to meet other people who do the stuff that I do, and I was having a lot of trouble finding people like that. It's just, I don't know, there's just there's a lot of I don't know, a lot of the Discord servers and stuff that I was in were kind of, everything these days has gotten very competitive, which is not a bad thing, but I am not a particularly competitive person, so you know, I just wanted someplace chill, you know. I just wanted nice people, you know, who have constructive criticisms and stuff, you know. I don't a few of the ones that I joined early on were kind of like, you know, let's race to to 10,000 subscribers and stuff, and it's just not really my vibe. But to each their own, you know. Some people like that. Some people thrive on the competitive aspects of it, you know. And I get that. I can respect that. But it's just not quite me. So this is a very chill server, where we just we have fun, talk about Minecraft, build things. It's a good time. Okay, grab this. Nice. That's the main aim for our project as well. Not to gain popularity, but to build a nice community. Exactly. You know, and if you build a good community, if you build a strong community, and you demonstrate that you care about your community, you know, the popularity comes with it, you know. I mean, I think that especially in this day and age, there are surprisingly few, like, really genuine people, I guess. I don't know if there's few genuine people, but, like, it's harder to find genuine people than I feel like it has been sometimes in the past. I don't know. But it really feels like you have to look for nice people. Maybe it's just the parts of the internet that I'm in, which is entirely valid. Maybe we do like that. Yeah, that seems kind of nice. Okay, maybe these are little square fountains. Nice. We could put some, see if we can find buckets. Oh, there are plenty of buckets. I think kind of a wooden looking bucket might be best. Buckets of fish. Buckets of what I hope is chocolate sauce. There's colorful buckets. There's buckets with lids. There's a empty popcorn bucket. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. But I'm not able to pick it up because I don't have any room in my inventory. Hold on. What is all this? Why do I have all this stuff? Okay. Search for bucket. Here we go. This is the one I wanted. And then I think we'll put some jars and stuff too. That might be kind of fun. Yeah. Okay. Let's get rid of this because this is a much better bucket. There we go. We can put some buckets around, put some jars around, some pots. A little more, maybe a little bit too uniform. Yeah, I like it. People come here to get their water. Feel like we need something back there. Maybe this is also lapis? Question mark. What do we think about that? Does that look cool? Kind of does, right? I don't know. Yeah, I like it. We'll leave it for now. I think this, though, this has really been bugging me. Let's put the bucket, just in case we need it again later. There we go. It's not a great curve, but it'll work. Yeah, it's not the best. I think it's good though. So the way I imagine this working is you live, say, in a house down here, right? You live in your little house. You need water to make your cup of tea in the morning. So you climb this staircase, you walk up here, you gather, maybe you bring your kettle with you, or maybe you bring a larger bucket. You dip it in, you get your water, head back down to your house, make your tea. Maybe you get a couple buckets for, like bath water, washing dishes. I don't know, something like that. And then if you live farther away, if you live far away from the main water tower and you need water, maybe you live over here in this part of the city. Obviously, it does not make a lot of sense for you to walk all the way over there. I mean, this is, the city is physically bigger than it looks here, so that's probably a significant walk. You don't want to do in your slippers and your nightgown. So instead, we have these little aqueducts, these little water towers, and there's water here, and you can come to this one, and you can fill up your bucket here, and then go back to your house. And I like that. It builds little communities, because each one of these little water tower areas is naturally going to be its own little neighborhood full of people who all kind of know each other, This is the communal water cooler at the office. This is where, people gather here. This is probably where they hold celebrations, right? When they celebrate festivals and things, or small personal goals. This is probably a place where, people come and probably hang out here and just talk with each other. Oh, hey, Fred, how's the flower business going? Oh, it's going pretty good. The petunias are selling pretty well, but I'm worried that the cold snap we had, this past season is gonna mess with the soil conditions. Oh yeah, no, I hope things go well with you, Fred. Anyway, I just gotta pick up a bucket of water to water my garden with, but you have a nice day. I'll see you tomorrow, right? All that kind of stuff. I like Fred. Fred is my new favorite person. He seems like a good guy. But yeah, building communities though, it's kind of fun. Let's see. I feel like these need some supports. maybe at the base too. That feels restrictive. I feel like it blocks off this area too much. But maybe... yeah, this needs to be filled in, that's for sure. Okay. Maybe I can do it with commands because I'm lazy. Fill with... we'll do quartz. Smooth quartz. Oops. Quartz bricks. Calcite. There we go. Same way as before. Some of this is gonna have to go. I think just that though. I think everything else kind of works. Put this on here just to kind of cover that up a little bit. Okay, yeah. Oops. Put a little bit of kind of fun. I think we need quartz slabs. Slabs for up here. Yeah, I like it. And then this. Like that. What do we think about that? And then, oh, look at this. Look at this, we can hang lanterns right there. I like it. Yeah. It's got a nice curvature to it. These definitely need to be quartz pillars, though. That's for sure. Maybe just do it with commands. Ah, yeah. That actually helps a lot, weirdly enough. Kind of put... Better. And then... maybe like that. That looks pretty cool. Okay, that messed it up, I think. Let's put the glass in. I think the glass is going to help a lot. Generally, the way I do these kinds of windows is I just fill this with blue glass and then put some cyan glass in the little, some glass panes in between. And that usually works pretty well. Okay, yeah, so we need... that looks good. I think here in these corners, these can be full blocks. But that means we need to... ah, I see, we gotta debug stick this. There we go. And I like to think these are like weird little viewing windows where people can can come and look at the water in the water tower. Maybe people use this as like a way of like, is the water good today? Are there a lot of things floating in it? That sort of thing. I don't know. Could be fun. We definitely need light sources under there. Kind of feels like we need some sort of like lighting built in. This looks like it could be... Put our frog lights up there. Oh god. I'm breaking everything. Then we put the bamboo trapdoors over it. Bamboo. That seems pretty good. I do wonder if these walls should be blue. Kind of feels like it could be. Let's give it a shot, see what it looks like. Okay, yeah. That feels cool. Because I feel like from there... Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Okay. Yeah, and then we kind of smooth this out just a little bit more. Nice. That is really cool. Let's add our stained glass. Cyan. Very cool. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this pattern down here too. Obviously amethyst is not going to stay. I have this, I think it's actually a cross stitch pattern technically, but it's like a circular pattern of like pixelated koi fish swimming in a circle, kind of yin yang style. I was thinking I might try and do that, but oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I can. This is a really big space. It's gonna be hard to make like visibly good patterns in here. But I'll give it a shot. I can give it a shot, that's for sure. Okay, let's view this a little bit from a distance, see where we stand. What are we thinking about it now? Okay, I do like this down here, the little archway. I can see it from this distance. Yeah, the base looks cool. I think it's pretty good. I think it still needs some more blue up in the upper section. And I'm not 100% sure how to implement that most effectively, but you know what it is? I think this needs to be blue. Yeah, I think that might just be the biggest thing. Such a silly thing, but... Does that fix things? Or at least help? That helps a lot, yeah. Okay. I think it's okay. Let's go ahead and fix the rest of these, though. That seems alright. I think it's just these ones. Diamond. Diamond. Blue. Diamond. Diamond. Blue. Diamond. Diamond. Boop. Okay, I think I just fixed all of them. That is looking pretty cool, though. Man, I can't wait to fill this thing with water. I think when I build the big screw pump, I'm assuming it's going to be kind of like a just like building a spiral staircase, you know? That would be my guess anyway. Wonder if I can just copy this, though. That would be really convenient. I don't necessarily the buckets and stuff I can do later, but all of this would be convenient if I could just copy and paste it. Let's see. 1, 2. I need to go 5 back. So something like this. And like that. No, I need more than that. Okay. Okay, I think I can copy this around. I just gotta be careful not to copy it onto this face because this has something different. But I think I have to fly all the way to the top of this thing. Okay. Copy. Rotate. Paste. Make sure I did that right. Yes, that all looks good. Oh, except for... But I can fix that. That's not a big deal. Okay, then we can copy it to the other side. Hey, how's it going, Lego? What's up? Just working on a water tower. There we go. That should get this side done. Nice. Okay, now I just gotta fill in these corners, which I believe are all the same. Yeah. So, let's go ahead. And then this is stairs. Okay, and then this. That'll work. Let's see. Is this corner? Because I need to make sure that this corner is like pretty much done before I copy it around. You just finished watching Baby Driver? I've seen that. That's a good one. It's a good movie. Kind of like that. What about this? Does that look cool? It does kind of look cool, I think. Pretty sure that's a cool with a capital C. Yeah, that seems good. Okay. Let's... That got everything in it? I think it does, as the entire corner. I should just be able to copy this around, in theory. Let's give it a shot. Any I've seen recently in reference to like movies? Oh god, the last movie I saw... Actually, I went and saw Poor Things, which was interesting. It is very much... very whimsical, very art house kind of movie. A weird amount of nudity. but overall, a charming film. Let's see. Okay, let's make sure that's copied correctly. Yes. That looks good. I don't think it has interfered with anything vital. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I think I can just continue copying that. Alright. Look at that view, too. Like, right. Can we just stop and appreciate this? Like, that is... Those are such nice mountains. And I'm only saying that a little bit because I made the mountains. But I promise that even if someone else had made them, I would still think they were very nice. I'm not just tooting my own horn. That is a beautiful little beach, though. I think we're going to end up building a little town over there. At the very least, there's a space for a little village over here. And I think something down here, maybe down here. Don't know. Might have to do a little bit more exploring just because I'm having a good time. But okay. Theoretically... Okay. So... Looks like all of it got copied except for these little guys, which is fine. That's pretty easy. Oops. Diamonds. And then we also want to put light blocks inside here. Where did I get spruce saplings from? That was wild. Nice. Then stained glass. Cyan, not the light blue. The light blue doesn't show up very well, unfortunately. The cyan's got kind of a green glow to it that I like. Okay, let's fix the rest of the corners. That one's good. About this one. Okay, I think that's all of it. Cool, cool, cool. That still looks like a face. It's the weird duck. Nice. Okay, let's decorate with pots and our little bucket here. I don't need most of this in my inventory. Okay, we'll clean it all up later. Let's break that. Nice. It's got a lot of pots building up. This one doesn't have pots because it's not water. This one's got maybe some pots lined up at the side with a bucket. Some more pots lined up on this side. Yeah, that works. Trying to make these a little bit less predictable, I guess. A little more random, maybe. Okay. Nice, nice. I think we'll give it a little bit of a break there, because I'm getting a little bit, I don't know, just I'm getting a little bit of a headache. Concentrating a little bit too hard, maybe. But I thought something else fun we could do before I wrap up the stream, just kind of do a little bit of exploring, show you a little bit about where this city is located relative to everything else. Because, you know, I love to wander around and look at things. But I thought it'd be fun if we did it using my elytra. So we'll go ahead and clear our inventory a little bit. Do you want to keep the buckets? But we'll go ahead and give ourselves some rockets. And yeah, we can explore a little bit. Also, I wanted to take a look at this, before we do that, I did want to take a look at this beautiful gate that Richard finished building, I believe this morning. Or late last night, maybe. Look at this thing. Is that not, like, wholly magnificent? I like it a lot. This spirally stuff over here is really, really cool. But yeah, it's a gorgeous gate. He's working on some crazy floor pattern here too. But yeah, let's fly around a little bit. Let's go and set ourselves to survival. You can technically fly with Elytra and creative, but it's a little more fun. So over here, this is where we're going to have kind of a military area, I think, some sort. Oops. I can't fly. I'm stuck. Here we go. So there's going to be a military area over here, kind of a checkpoint. We got our river. It's connected to a lake. Should have brought some food with me. Little lake. Little river that leads down to the sea. Lots of grass. There's a flat spot over here where we could put a town. Be a nice little kind of beachside town. And then over here we've got some really cool little, I guess they're tide pools, technically. See if we can land over here and take a look. Yeah, we've got some beach. Some nice white sand beach. Some little seaweed mats and stuff. There could definitely be, like, a town here, you know? I think that could be kind of cool. Oh, Distant Horizons. So I'm waiting for... I've heard a lot about it, and I've been hearing a lot about it recently. I'm waiting for the official release of Distant Horizons 2 2.0, because I believe, from what I understand, that's going to have like full shader support, or at least for a select subset of shaders, because I believe that Distant Horizons is partnering with the people who do Iris, something like that. So I'm super excited for all that. Let's get some food. Just 'cause that way we don't die. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for Distant Horizons. Right now I'm using Bobby, which is why I'm able to get a render distance this ridiculous. Like, we can still see the city way over there. Distant Horizons is going to be even better, though. Bobby does this weird thing with, you see these little black squares? Those are, like, lighting chunk errors, I think, or something like that. So, I think Distant Horizons will fix that, which will be good. But yeah, let's fly around a little more and see what else is around here. So this is kind of the highlands. I believe they're called the Kazarin Highlands. So there's a pretty strong transition between kind of the dense jungle where they have like mud on the ground and muddy mangrove roots and soul sand, soul soil, that sort of stuff. And then up here where it's like grass, lots of grasslands, kind of small stands of these poplar trees that Bart's built. Yeah, not very good at landing. But yeah, it's just kind of scrubby grasslands out here. Very green, but not a lot of like really tall trees. And as soon as we get over this hill and drop down into the basin, we'll see that, yeah, as soon as we get over here, boom, jungle. So this is kind of yeah, you can see it's a little bit of a different vibe. The ground here, you know, it starts out grass, but as we get down lower, you can see we get this muddy mixture. When we start to get this really dense jungle, this is actually fairly open, but as we get further in, you'll see that it gets pretty intense. This is another area where we put a city right next to that little lake. Yeah, look at this. Like, I can barely fly through this with an elytra because it's so dense. There's just so much stuff. But I will admit that yeah, flying through with an elytra is my favorite way to explore the server. This is just so fun. This is one-handed too. I'm not using my other hand. I could do like so many activities. But yeah, the whole continent would look so amazing. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was something that this always bothered me. The fact that you're only able to really see like barely one city. You know, you don't get to see any of the surrounding countryside. You know, if you're out like someplace like this, you don't get to see the mountains in the background and stuff. That's like really fun. So I am very glad that I was able to figure out this mod situation, and excited for Distant Horizons because I think that it's only going to make things more exciting. See if I can get this all to load in. I may not have actually... So the thing about Bobby, the way that it works is that you have to load the chunks at least once before they'll kind of self-populate later. So these may be chunks that I've just never explored. I don't know. Oh. A little bit buggy. Eat some food. But yeah, we should go somewhere specific, though, instead of just wandering. We'll go visit Sailing Guard, maybe. This is cool, too. This is, like, swamp terrain that I've been working on. These little pockets of water down in here some of them are actually quite deep. I really like these rivers though. Especially with the shaders and everything. It feels like an adventure, you know? It makes me feel like Indiana Jones. Making my way through these dark and twisted jungles. It's another lake. And on the other side of this lake is a small marsh and then the salt flats. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? And I believe if I make it nighttime, I'm pretty sure this water glows. Let's see. Fly up a little bit so we can see. Yeah, look at the glow. Subtle glow. It's kind of fun though. Okay. Make it back to noon. Head over here, look at the salt flats. Maybe visit the big skeleton. The big skeleton is a lot more fun now because you can actually see a lot of it all at once. Whereas before, I could barely get a portion of the skull all in my render distance. And now I can get the entire skull, basically. And some of the neck. Well, that's how big this place is. This is Sailing Guard, or part of Sailing Guard. Bart's built this beautiful little water tower. It's like a bathhouse too. That's cool. The structure that she built the water tower out of, though, this big thing. Here, we'll have to creative mode it for a second. But this is actually a flower pot schematic from our good friends over at Rebirth Builds, and it makes a really great water tower though. It works really well, surprisingly. Ooh, almost died there. Should probably wear armor when I do this. But yeah, Bart's been filling in these little salt buildings. It's like some towers. Also, can we appreciate the fact that I can finally see like most of the salt flat all at once? Look at this. It's a pretty big place. The deep water in the middle there. And this is quite deep. Look at this. Can I use rockets underwater? I can. It goes all the way down here. Whee! I did not know you could use rockets underwater. That's kind of cool. This is Salem Port. The port portion. Also very beautiful. Let's see. Let's go find the skeleton. I believe it's like directly east. I mean, to be fair, it's directly east of almost everything because it's so big, but pretty sure it's this direction. Oh, wait. No, wait, it might be this direction. What direction am I facing? East. This is east. Okay. Got a little turnaround. We're good. Maybe we'll fly through the jungle, though. Ow. Oh god, am I gonna die? That would be really embarrassing. Yeah. Flying through the jungle is challenging. So we can get back on the path. There we go. Oops. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That is so nice. I love this jungle. I did not to be self-flattering too much, but I did an excellent job building this. Look how it thins gradually. You get the big trees go away. Gradually get more and more of the small trees. And then it peters out into the grasslands. I love it. So many flowers, nice dirt paths, crazy crystals in the distance. It's the full package. This stuff is fun too. Little crystals. I believe over this hill we have we have access to the sinkhole. Yep. Here's the sinkhole. Part of it anyway. Whee! Now we're underground. This network of tunnels goes, like, quite literally, I think, miles. So, I won't spend too much time here because I will easily get lost. This place is ridiculous. And it all looks the same, you know? But, ow. Fly out this side, look what we find. It's our old friend, Mr. Dinosaur Skeleton guy. So this end is where the tail is. But we can follow this part. And we'll be able to see the head and the body and the legs and stuff. At some point, it has to load in. This thing is massive. And I feel like it's been hard for me to, like... Oop. See if I can land on... Ow. I feel like it's been hard for me to, like, really describe how big this thing is. But, like... You know, this is, like, the tail end of it. This is the smallest section. This thing is huge. It's a mountain. It's a whole mountain. Look at this. That's ridiculous, right? Hey, how's it going, MCX? Welcome. I'm wrapping things up, unfortunately, but we're just going to explore a little bit. I thought I'd take a look at the Leviathan. Oh, look, there's a tree growing on this one. Ow. Don't mind me, just dying a little bit. That's cute. Not even intentional. Just happens. Let's see if we can find the head. Okay. Somewhere around here are the legs. Pretty sure legs are here. These are the back legs, though. You can't even see it because it's too big. I believe a lot of these chunks are ones I haven't loaded before, though, so that's also part of it. Let's see. There's another little tree. Oh, there's some more. That's so cute. I love that. This area is crazy, too. Look at these crazy trees. All the water flowing down into the... This is going to be a city. There's going to be like a rock sticking out of the water and a city on top of the rock. I can't remember the name of the city. I think it might be Maranthus. But I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me. Why is there a pine tree there? It's kind of random. I guess just because it's high elevation. They're definitely got to be little secret-y things. Maybe we'll hide some stuff of the tops of some of these for when we release the map and people can come find the Easter eggs. Oh, look, there's a palm tree on that one. I believe that is a front leg. Oh, no, this is the back of the head. My bad. This thing is so big. Wait, let's see if we can get the whole thing in view. I don't know if we're I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. Where is the end of it? There's the nose. Okay, we fly a little bit this way and then turn around. Okay, we can almost get it all. Might need to switch back to creative, I don't know. Guess we have to load the rest of it. Come on, Marrow. Okay, we managed to load the entire head. Now let's see if I can get to a position where I can see all of it. Fly here for a little bit. Something like this. What riveting content, right? Oh, there it is. Okay, we almost got it. Let's see if we can back up just a little bit more. Yeah, that is one of my great regrets with this map, is that I do kind of wish I'd made more efforts to be like really survival friendly, because it would be really cool to play survival. There it is. There's the whole skeleton, or the whole skull rather. That's not even close to the whole skeleton, but yeah, that would be cool to play survival here. I think that if you just like ignore the fact that like a lot of the trees and stuff are made out of materials that aren't normally common, like that kind of helps fix things. Look at this. That is so cool. This really is like the I think one of the coolest things I've ever built. Man, that thing is massive. Look how it sticks up out of the trees. See if I can get a shot of the side of it with like the spine in there. Here we go. Oh, that's crazy. That is a truly massive object. I believe the top of the skull touches like build height too, just to give you an idea. Like the ground level here is close to like sea level in default Minecraft, 63, 64, something like that, 62. But I believe up here is pretty darn close to build height. Let's see. We're 286, so we're about 35 blocks off. I didn't want to actually hit build height because otherwise the top of this guy's head would be a little flat. Ow. Why can't I fly? Oh, maybe my wings are broken. Nope, they're not broken yet. Oh man, what a beautiful, beautiful map. And you can go inside the head too. We haven't actually... I don't think I've actually really done this much, but you can go inside here. And it is very dark. So this stuff will get carved away. We're going to build a city in here. It's going to be called Marrow. It's going to be awesome. I think there's some remnants in here. MCX and Puffer and I were hanging out here. We rode horses over here, I don't know, like a month ago. There's still some remnants from that little camping trip. Oh, man. Yeah, chop the trees for the gold. See, and maybe that's not bad, you know? I mean, it's only bad if you subscribe to, like, the normal Minecraft progression, you know? Maybe it's okay. Leviathan doesn't really have a name besides the Leviathan. It probably has, like, a name. I just haven't actually taken the time to think of what that might be. If you have any ideas, absolutely let me know. I'll take suggestions. I can't promise that anything will come of it, but yeah, so this tunnel we're in, this is kind of it's a tunnel that goes through the spine of this thing, almost all the way to the tail. This is the vertaway. Let's see. There we go. Now we can see it. But yeah, this is going to be... I think we're going to, like, line this with little, you know, not entirely, but, like, stops, rest stops along the way with buildings and whatnot. This is a really long, but sort of protected path. I feel like this would be, like, you know, a safe way to travel. Oh, we should connect these. I didn't realize these were so close here. Yeah, we should absolutely just poke a hole. So the vertaway connects into the cavern system. These caves are like really huge too. I'm not sure if I realized when I was building them, like exactly how massive this system would be. I kind of assumed it would be maybe like the size of a city or so. This is way bigger than a city. These tunnels are like they just keep going. It's so very easy to get lost. But I do think we can build lots of cool things down here. I mean, there's certainly plenty of space. This could be another place where it interfaces with the vertaway. That could be nice. Yeah, look at these caverns. And they're really pretty. I like that there's water on the ground. And things growing from the ceiling. If I get all of these loaded in, eventually I'll be able to fly around these tunnels without having this stuff load in like that. Whee! So I couldn't even tell you where I am on the map right now. No idea. I could be anywhere. There's just an endless maze. And occasionally it breaks out into sunlight like this. Let's see where we are. Oh, well, this is where we kind of went in originally. Keep traveling through here. Let's see if we can make our way to the ocean. Nope, not that way. I know these do go all the way to the sea, but finding your way there is probably challenging. I feel like it's vaguely this direction, though. That's cool. Look at that. That's really neat. At some point, I think this will connect back to the air. Oh, there we are. Is this the sea? It is the sea. Look at that. We found our way. I'm actually really impressed with that. I did not think I'd be able to find my way through. Dang. Yeah, they're not terribly realistic caves because I know that real caves have a lot more up and down. But unfortunately, that's really hard to do in Minecraft. So, or specifically in World Painter, I suppose. You make do with what we got. Alright, guys. I'm going to fly back over to Tolith. And I think we'll kind of wrap the stream there. But thanks for tuning in, for everyone who came to say hello. I'm sorry that I haven't been doing a lot of streams. Just been really busy. I'm back in school, and school is kicking my butt. But in an educational way, I suppose. I'm getting an educational butt whooping from school. So I'm learning lots of stuff, though, having a lot of fun, and spending a lot of money on student debt. Oh yeah. But anyway, guys, I will catch you in the next one, and I hope that all of you have a very nice morning, evening, night, whatever it is for you. And yeah, catch you next one. See ya.